Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Get Moving. I still need some sort of banner, don't I, so that you know you are in the right place. It is Get Moving. Where's my badge? There's my badge. I'm Anna from Get Moving, and today is Fitness Friday. So Fitness Friday, we're going to get out of breath. So let's witter away and give people time to arrive. Get Moving is all about exercise for anybody really, predominantly aimed at people who find exercise a little bit more of a challenge. Maybe your mobility is a little limited because you might have an injury, you might have a disability, you might be pre-operation or post-operation, or you might just not move as well as you would like to, and that's okay. That's what Get Moving is all about. And actually, all of the exercises that we do are pretty much suitable for everybody and anybody. We can use these exercises to warm up, to improve the movement in our joints, to work through and strengthen our muscles, to get fitter. And Fitness Friday is all about that bit, the getting fitter bit. So the aim for today is to get you out of breath and keep you out of breath for as long as possible. Getting out of breath is good. That's how our heart and lungs get used to working more, and so the everyday stuff that we do becomes a little bit easier. So our heart and lungs need to be exercised just as much as our other muscles, and that's the basis for today. So just before we get stuck in, a couple of things to remind you about. So I've got them on my board here on the list. Santa Fun Run, the 12th and the 13th of December, the virtual event this year by Skipton Rotary Club, still supporting local charities. If you are able to, then please do enter. I think it's £15 to enter the virtual event officially. If that's a little bit too salty for you, then you can donate to the Rotary Club anyway. But also we at Get Moving and Eat, Move, Be Happy, we'll be doing a sort of, we are joining in, and you can join in with us virtually. The whole idea is that you cover 5 kilometres over that weekend in whichever way you can. So you can walk, you can jog, you can run, you can swim, roller skate, ice skate, and scoot, and be wheelchaired along. It doesn't matter. I think Karen's going to cartwheel, that's what he said. He was going to cartwheel in his Roman Emperor outfit, complete with loincloth, 6-pack, not quite sure where that's coming from, and a kilt. So we will look out for that. That's Richard's suggestion. I think it's a pretty good one. Right, I think enough wittering. It is now time to get moving, and to start off with, we're going to march on the spot. We're going to get the blood pumping and our legs working. We can do these exercises if we are seated or if we are standing. And if you are seated, we are lifting those legs, sitting nice and tall, and getting those legs moving. If we are standing, the same sort of move, but we're standing up. We're going to do 20 seconds worth. We'll build up the pace gradually, but we are going to be moving at pace to get you out of breath and get your heart rate going. So, if you are ready, 20 seconds of marching on the spot in 3, 2, 1, away we go. So start off a little bit of a smaller move if you need to. We're aiming to do as big a move as we can do and get those joints awake and the blood starting to move. We're warming up, so we're taking it nice and steady to start off with. Okay, there we go, there's our first 20 seconds. And because it's Fitness Friday, in between each of the exercises we're going to do some shadow boxing. So we can do the punching if we are seated, just perch on the edge of my bench. So we are aiming to twist through the body and get our hands punching, just to keep that breath going so to keep getting out of breath. And if we are standing, exactly the same. So we are punching, fast hands, moving our feet if we can. Remember, nice and steady to start off with. This is the first one, so we're taking it easy to warm up. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So we're punching, fast hands if you can, moving through your feet if you can, keeping breathing, aiming for that heart rate to get up. Okay, that's the first one done. So we're going to move on to shoulder rolls. So not much of a rest now. So if you are seated, we're rolling our shoulders up and back and down. It's exactly the same if you're standing, to be fair. We're aiming for as much movement through our shoulders and as much movement through our arms as we can. So a big move is a good move. You do whichever level you can do. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So if we can, big moves through the arms, squeezing those shoulder blades together on the back of your chest. A nice big reach, shoulders back and down, and as many as you can do in the time that we are working. There we go, there's the 20 seconds, just finish that one off. Okay, this time I'm going to do my shadow boxing sitting down. So, are you ready? Sitting nice and tall. If you can do this standing, do it standing. In 3, 2, 1, go. So, we're twisting through the body, fast hands, sitting away from the back of the seat. If you are seated, moving your feet if you are standing. Nice fast hands to get out of breath. Okay, there we go. I might have to take my jacket off because I'm getting warmer. This is what happens, which is good. So we're moving on to knee bends. So we're going to get some movement through our knees. If you are seated, kicking your feet out so that you straighten through the knees as much as you can, using the muscles in the front of your legs. If you are standing, we're kicking our heels back to kick our bottoms. And again, as big a movement through the knee joint as you can. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, if you are standing, we need to shift our weight to that supporting leg. This is going to test your balance as well, so make sure you've got support if you need to. And again, if you need to do a smaller move or a slightly slower move, then you do. There's the time. But we're aiming to get out of breath, so work as hard as you can. Okay, not much rest. We're cracking on. Shadow boxing. I'm going to do this one standing. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So, if you can, we're aiming for some movement in your feet as well, and a twist through the body. So really using your hips. I'm imagining throwing a netball. It's like a shoulder pass. So I've been practicing. There we go, that's time. Where are we up to? Sarah's, Twisty Sarah's. It's Friday, so I'm doing the Twisty Sarah's as well as the exercise of the week, which we'll do shortly. So if you are seated, we're twisting all the way around, twisting through that spine, exactly the same if we are standing. So as much movement through our upper back as we can. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, twisting through that upper back, sitting or standing nice and tall, and really bringing your shoulders round. Keeping our upper back mobile is a really good idea. It helps ward off some of those aches and pains that we get from being too stiff. Okay, right, shadow boxing again. Are we ready? Sitting tall, the edge of your seat. Not that you fall off, make sure you're secure. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, aiming for your target, as fast hands as you can. So we're a few in now. So we should be able to work a little bit harder, twisting through the body and keeping breathing all the way through. Well done. Okay, double tap. So if you are, let's stay here, if you are seated, sitting nice and tall and knee comes up to the chest. No leaning back as the knee comes up. We're using the muscles in our belly to stay sitting nice and tall. If we are standing, another one that will test your balance, so have some support nearby in case you need it. Aim not to use it and bring the knee up to the hand. If your knee lift needs to be a little bit lower, that's absolutely fine. You focus on what you can do. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So knee up to your hand. Moving your weight from one foot to the other if you are standing. Sitting nice and tall if you are seated. Let's see if we can do as many as we can do in the time. Okay, so keeping that heart rate up, we're going back to the shadow boxing. So if you can, moving your feet as well. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So even if you don't move your back foot, but you're able to move your front foot, then that's absolutely fine. But if you can move that back foot too, then do. Aim for moving both. Okay, time. Where are we up to? Oh, I'm going to do the exercise of the week first, and then we're doing Bendianas. But exercise of the week, you need to have your resistance band fixed onto a secure point, whether that's, I'm using the weight rack here, or a person, it doesn't matter. So for me, this is at 9 o'clock to start off with. I'm sitting nice and tall. Imagine I'm away from the back of that chair. So are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, we're going to twist, punch, hold and return. Twist, punch, hold, oh, I forgot the whole bit, and return. I said I was going to practice these. I had to juggle around with the setup. Oh, I've got to finish this one. And then I'm going to turn around and do the other side. So, sitting nice and tall, sort of got my back to you. So, in 3, 2, 1, we're going to twist round, punch out, hold and return. Twist, punch and return. And you really should be able to feel your tummy muscles working as you hold against the resistance of the band. Sitting nice and tall, well done. Okay, shadow boxing, straight into it. Sitting tall, standing tall, in 3, 2, 1, go. So, punching, fast hands, aiming for the target. You can go for the belly, you can go for the head, you can twist through that body and make sure your arms are moving so you are getting out of breath. I don't know what I'm doing with my thumbs. Apparently I stick my thumbs up. I think that's exaggerated, to be fair. I think my thumbs stay tucked in beautifully. Side bends, Bendianas. So these are my favourite. So we're reaching down one side and then reaching down the other side. So I've just had a message from Karen. I must have done something wrong. But anyway, I'll check that afterwards. So are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. If you can, reach over with the other arm as well. A nice stretch up and reaching all the way down to the side. Some movement through the spine. All the way up. There we go. And then back to the boxing. I can't actually remember whether I'm standing up or sitting down, so I'll do the standing up version. So are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. So we are punching, twisting through the body, moving both of your feet if you can, but if you need to keep that back foot still and move through that front foot, that's fine. So we're aiming to keep the punches going. Well done. Okay, so ankle mobility. Let me move my bench out of the way. So if you are seated, then we are flexing and pointing our ankles. So heel to the floor and then point your toe, and don't forget to work both sides. As big a move through the ankles as you can. If you are with me and walking, we're doing our tightrope walking. So head up, looking where we're going, and heel toe, all the way along that imaginary tightrope. The closer our feet are, and if we're actually walking on the tightrope, the harder it is. The wider our feet, then the easier it is. And backwards. So keeping our heads up, using our arms to wobble and help regain our balance. Toe to heel, all the way back. Whoop, a nice little wobble there. Normally, going backwards is a little trickier. Oh, I've run out of space. So coming back forwards, heel, toe, and wobbling is good. That's how we regain our balance. We don't regain our balance by staying still. So try and be as relaxed as you can be through the rest of your body. And then backwards, toe, heel. I can't see any comments this morning. My phone must have switched the comments off for some bizarre reason. So it feels like I'm on my own, which is a bit bizarre. So all the way back to the start, and well done. Right, back to boxing. So your heart rate might have come down a little bit, so we need to get it back up there. And your breathing rate. So are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, away we go. Oh, I've missed one out. I've missed sit stands out and squats. Don't worry, it must be catching. Karen did this week. I will do sit stands in a second and squats because I know you do not want to miss those out. Right, so time to get up if you can. Oh, I'll just move the bench, let's move along a bit. So time to stand up if you can, feet close to you, weight forwards, using the muscles in your legs, standing nice and tall at the top, and then control all the way back down, as many as you can do. If you are standing, we're going to squat, so feet apart and flat on the floor, knees nice and wide, the weight goes back and down, and we stand nice and tall at the top. The lower you can go, the better. That's the harder work on your legs, but we're going to do as many as we can do in the 20 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So squat back and weight goes back and down, knees stay wide, so we're protecting our knees, using the muscles in the front of your legs and your bum to stand all the way up at the top. Oh, I need to finish this one. Can't finish part way through. That would never do. Okay, back to shadow boxing. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So, I can't remember whether I'm standing or seated, but I'm going to do these standing. So, twist through the body. We can move forwards, we can move backwards, we can punch to the head or to the body. Twisting through the hips, I am really trying. Much better with a netball. Or I'm better if I'm actually hitting something. That's what I've decided. Oh, it's fast feet time. So I'm going to change the timer, because we're not going to do 20 seconds of fast feet. That would be just slightly ridiculous. So we're going to do 10 seconds of fast feet. So, fast feet, you are either running on the spot if you are seated, as fast as you can go, sitting nice and tall. If you need to, build up the pace, get the rhythm, and go as fast as you can go. Or standing exactly the same. We are running on the spot, T-Rex arms today, and again as fast as you can go. You can build up the rhythm, and then we're aiming for little fast moves to get your heart rate up and your breathing rate up. So we're going to do 10 seconds worth. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So, as fast as we can go. Little T-Rex arms today. Keep breathing, faster if you can. Okay, that's the first round. So, a little bit of a breather. Think about the rhythm, think about the pace. Imagine the floor is hot and you don't want to keep one foot on the floor for very long. We're going to do it a second time. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So, as fast as you can go. Don't know how Karen does this with his arms dangling. I need to have my T-Rex arms. Ooh, that went quickly. Okay, so because we love fast feet, we're going to do it a third time. Third time's a charm. So, second time is better. We've just done that. So, final round of fast feet, just to be sure that we've got that heart rate up. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So, as fast as you can. The floor is hot. Running on the spot. Fast, quick moves. Really small moves. Well done. Okay. So, it's time for the big finale. We are going to do 3 lots of 30 seconds. I'm feeling it today. 3 lots of 30 seconds of shadow boxing. I know we can do this. So, I'm going to do the first lot standing up. So we're going to keep going because your heart rate should be up. Work as hard as you can through the whole of the time. Remember, getting out of breath is good, and keep breathing all the way through. So focus on what you can do, and let's see where we get to. In 3, 2, 1, go. So, aim for moving your feet if you can. Fast hands, if nothing else, because that's going to keep your breathing and your heart rate up. So, we're aiming for the target, keeping those hands moving, feet moving if you can. You can move forwards, you can move backwards, you can keep that back foot still if you need to. There we go, that's the time. So, have a bit of a breather. Do this one sitting down. Let me move my bench around a little bit. So, are you ready? Second round, better than the first round. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So exactly the same idea. Fast hands, trying to twist through the body and keeping those hands moving and keeping breathing all the way through. That's what we're aiming for. You can hear my breathing's up, but hopefully you can still hear me breathing, and that's what we're aiming for. Keep going. I did press the button, didn't I? Oh, I did. There we go. I thought I'd done a Karen and not actually started the timer. Okay, final round. Final lot of 30 seconds. Last big effort now. So, we know that this is going to finish. You can have a rest after this. So in 3, 2, 1, away we go. Working as hard as you can. I'm trying really hard to keep my thumbs tucked in and twist through my hips. I think I'm going to pay less attention to, there we go. Trying to twist through. Fast hands. And keeping breathing. Moving through our feet if we can. Hopefully you can hear I'm getting out of breath. So it might not be pretty, but it's working. because I'm definitely breathing here, which is fine. Okay, so just have a little bit of a walk around if you're standing. Let your breathing start to settle down, and then have a relax, have a seat, and well done. That's another Fitness Friday. I know it seems to have fallen into a habit of me doing Fitness Fridays. It's more because of work patterns, and I know I'm always going to be free on a Friday. But we are going to try and mix it up a little bit. I don't want Karen to miss out on his punching. But we'll see how it works out next week. So hopefully you enjoyed that. You've got out of breath. Hopefully your breathing's settling down a little bit now, and you're looking forward to the weekend. So stay safe, look after yourselves. We will be back next week, starting with Mobility Monday. Karen will be with you on Monday to kickstart the week. Keeping moving over the weekend is a really good idea. And if you want to go back and check some of our previous Get Moving sessions, there's a full archive of all the Mobility Mondays, Technique Tuesdays, Wobble Wednesdays, Thinking Thursdays, Fitness Fridays on Karen's website. So if you check out www.reesefitness.co.uk/Get Moving, you can go and have a look and do a sneaky session or two over the weekend. Doing something is better than doing nothing. So keeping moving is a really good idea. The other thing, if you don't forget Santa Fun Run, 12th and 13th of December, we'll put some more information out about things that people are doing. And please share the sessions to your friends, your family, your neighbours. If we can help more people, we're getting new people all of the time. If we can help more people, then well, I know it makes me a happy bunny, and I know it makes Karen a happy bunny as well. So please do share. And if you could donate, there's a donate button on the website for Karen. This is how he makes his living. So that really does help, and thank you very much if you can. I think that's it. Hopefully you're all ready for the rest of the day. You've deserved a cup of tea now. I think I'm going to go make a cup of tea. So have fun, have a fab weekend, and I'll see you next week. Take care.